Hola, I am Julian,
And I'm Avi.
and practically we are like talking about business and doing what you love to do. So both of us have businesses, they're t-shirt businesses, and what we like to talk about is to pursue your dreams and don't let people tell you can't do something. So
Yeah. And you know what? It's always hard to start out small. Like I had to get a job to support, like financially support the company before I could even like launch it. So I worked at McDonald's for minimum wage, but it really helps you out. Like shows you the way to how to handle a business. Like the people, like managers and everything, really give you some good tips on how to be successful in life. Like I guess like it just passes on through like the little McDonald's thing, but like how to handle dealing with customers and everything. It really helps out, and at the end of the day, I walked out with like $1,000 over the summer, and put that in the company, and it's really working out.
and what I have to say is, I mean, I haven't worked at all, but I've like made it through practically. So what I have to say practically is just know that there are going to be struggles and there's going to be people telling you you can't do it and all that type of stuff. But you have to get through those struggles so you can get to the outcome in the future because soon enough you're going to be 18, you're going to be on your own and either you go to college or you do like whatever. Like so I'm just saying like start now so you can have an idea of like what you want to do in life and not just be carefree and just like expecting things to come to you because eventually in your life it's not just going to come. It's like you have to
Yeah.
work for it
And
yourself.
like if you are looking for a job in life, I always say is just put in 100% commitment to what you're doing. Like if you're trying to become a biologist or something, put in 100% commitment to getting there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition out there,
Yeah.
and you got to show people why you're more worth it than the next guy.
And don't
You know,
just do anything because you want to just get money from it. Because like you should do something because you love doing it. Like that's your career. That's what you want to do. You don't need to own a business. Is what I'm saying. But like do something that you love doing. Don't just do it because your parents want you to do it. Do something because you want to do it because it's your life. And also know that all of us, like all the 7 billion people in the world, we were put on this world to do something spectacular. Like that's what we were put on here for. So if that means doing a t-shirt business, anything spectacular like creating a new field and like jobs, like do anything, like open up your mind. Don't be so narrow-minded. Just be yourself and just think you because everyone has a gift. Like all of you guys have gifts and I know you guys do. So all I really have to say is just do you and do what you love doing. So yeah.
yeah, and like can't be more spot on about don't do it for the money. Like a business can collapse anytime, like within an instant. But like we do it for the learning experience. Like even if the next day, God forbid, like the company goes like crashing down, and I lose all my money invested in the company. I don't really like. I'm not really in it for all the money. It's just that like I learned like some valuable information just owning a company. So it's all about what you learn in life, not really what you have.
Yeah.
So
One thing I have to say is one, don't blame like you're like don't because like if like you say you're gonna do something, actually do it. Like don't say you're gonna do it and just like blow it off because you don't want to go through
yeah,
life just doing that like your whole life because then
the number
eventually
one thing that you do not want to do in life is procrastinate because you really only have a certain like time spot here living your life. Do you really want to be like, oh wow, I wish I didn't waste so much time doing this or doing that? It's
yeah
all about sticking to what you want to do and going out and doing it, not just saying it in your head.
yeah and like if things didn't go the way like you wanted them to go, just know that like you can't blame it on other people. Like that's like your like fault because you wanted it so badly that you wanted to become something like either you wanted to become famous or something. Like don't blame it on other people because you're where you're at. Like do things like take full responsibility of like your mistakes. Just like
Like we used to like get so many obstacles, like just when setting up the t-shirt company, like our screen printer gave out on us.
all right.
All right, my bad, but like the shirt that you see right here, he made this, and kind of just like gave out on us when we like were thinking of making more orders and stuff. So like, you're gonna get those times where not everyone's gonna be on board with what you're doing, but that doesn't mean you you have to quit. There's so many other options to getting up to the point you need to get to.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, we started this when we were 14, and I'm 15 now, and he's 16. So,
Yeah.
like, all I have to say is just like work hard with what you love doing, and you don't. Doesn't matter what age you are. Just like, and don't even let your parents tell you can't do it, because you're always gonna have those people. And like, always like do things because you love doing it. Don't let anyone tell you can't. And just, I know you guys have heard this before, like tons of times, but like hear us out. It's so better, like it's so much better, like to work at it now than like work hard to try to find a job like in the future, because it's just gonna be so much work, and it's just like yeah, like a lot of work. But like, why not just start now to better yourself in the future, so you don't have to struggle like people trying to get a job later, because it's really hard to get a job now. So
Yeah.
it's best to take into consideration.
But another like vital tip I have is using the library as a resource. You know, like there's a lot of valuable books that you can find to give you inspiration and all that. And you know, like I'm constantly trying to read like 3 books a week, and it's going pretty well because I'm getting some pretty valuable information through these books. Like because there's people out there that have learned a lot through business, and like you know, like it might not just be business, but they just learn a lot in life, and then tell you what the best way would be. Like if they were to relive their life and like have mistakes or something, they just like tell you, you know, what's the better path to choose. And it's a lot of good advice in these books. So I recommend, you know, going down to the library and just checking out some inspirational books. You could just type in, I don't know, an inspirational book and like business on leadership, business and leadership um, books. So it would really help you out.
But yeah, it's like that's probably all we have to say. But one thing I just want you guys to learn is like do something you love doing. Don't let anyone tell you can't, because the people who are making fun of you saying you're not gonna do it, like they're gonna be like the ones laughing like now, but like you're gonna be laughing at them like when like in the future from now.
And
So
you
I'm
know
just
what?
saying,
People are just people. They just like pass by in life. You know, like you're not always gonna know the people. Like you're not always gonna be next to the people that you grew up with and like that you're going to like high school with right now.
yeah,
People are always gonna be like changing. You know, you don't know where you're gonna live. There's always gonna be new people in your life. So don't be afraid of what the person like next to you thinks.
yeah. So hope you guys learned something from this video, and have a good day.